Hi everybody, Ed Davis here to show you how to assemble your new Velaqua water filtration system by Velaqua. So what you do is start by removing the unit from the box. It's easy, just open the box, remove the parts, set the box aside. Water filtration unit is going to come in a couple of different parts. First is going to be the housing. Then inside the top tank, you'll find the box that holds all of the filters, and then you have the water housing. Let's start by first washing the housing and where the water will be stored. And all of these parts just easily come apart: the lid, the top tank, and then the bottom tank. The bottom tank's attached to this housing on the bottom, and this all easily comes apart. The bottom part unsnapped, so if you want to wash that, you can. But most definitely wash this bottom tank and get all of the box dust out before you use it to filter your water. Some of the earlier units are going to have this spigot already pre-installed on them. Units that come later will need to have the water spigot installed on them. If that's the case, the spigot will be located inside the filter box. You'll remove it, and the spigot bag will contain the plastic water spigot itself and 2 rubber washers and a plastic nut. You'll want to put the spigot and one of the rubber washers into the hole from the outside. The other rubber washer and the plastic nut go on the inside of the tank, and you can just tighten those down finger tight. There will also be a plastic wrench that you can use to slip over that nut on the inside and make that just as tight as you possibly can, making sure you have a good seal so you don't leak water out. Real important that that's tightened down nice and tight to make sure that you don't have any leakage once the unit is in use. So, assuming that you've gotten this washed out, let's set this aside for now. Take the top tank and the lid, and we'll put that back on to the water unit. Set that aside for now. You got that all washed out and clean to go. We'll open the filter box, and inside the filter box find a couple of different parts. First is the cartridge, and inside this cartridge you're going to find 7 rare earth minerals. You're going to find organic coconut carbon fiber that is infused with colloidal silver. I'll go into what that all means here in a minute. And then the other part that you'll need to pull out is the ceramic disc. This ceramic disc pre-filters your water and is made up of a ceramic material that filters out waterborne bacteria that's in excess of 1 micron. The pores inside this disc are between 1/10 and 9/10 in size, allowing the water to pass through, but not the bacteria. That's important. The other thing that's inside of the box is like a little scrubbing pad here. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to run some water in your sink, and over your sink, take this scrubbing pad and wash this ceramic disc. The reason why you're doing that is because during the manufacturing process, you want to liberate and open up these pores so the water runs freely through there. And you want to do that before you assemble it, so all of the dust that comes off of there when you scrub it with the scrubber goes down your drain and not into your water. So after you've washed that off, set that aside, and we'll set this box off to the side here. Now what you want to do is get what we like to suggest is a white bowl or plate, and go to your sink with the cartridge, put that underneath your faucet, and let the faucet just run for about 10 or 15 minutes at a low pressure, just giving you a constant stream of water into this canister. And what you're going to want to do is at the bottom of this cartridge here is a bunch of carbon dust, and you need to wash that carbon out before you start using it in your Velaqua. So run it under the water as your steady stream's going in there every couple of minutes. Go ahead and pick your cartridge up and shake it. And what that's going to do is that's going to free up that carbon dust that's inside of this filter, and you're getting it primed and ready to be able to use. So after about 10 or 15 minutes of running a steady stream of water through there, you'll pick it up, and what you want to make sure is that there's no more dirty liquid, dirty water coming out of this cartridge, and that's why we want you to have a white bowl or plate, because it's easier to see that dirt. You want to get as much of that out of there, if not all of that out of there, before you install it onto your water filtration system. So after you've done that, you've got your cartridge filter, and you've got your ceramic filter here. What you want to do is turn it over, and on the bottom you're going to see this wing nut here. Just take your fingers and remove this wing nut real simple. You're going to notice there's also a rubber washer here. Leave it on there, and now take the lid off of the top of the water filtration unit. Let's just move it up here for now. We'll work up here. Take the lid off. Remove your top tank. Take your ceramic filtration disc, put that on the inside with your threads and your rubber washer on the top side of your tank. So your tank will be fitting like this. Turn it over with the disc with the threads through the top of your holding tank. This is the holding tank. This is where the water goes before it feeds down through that ceramic disc through the cartridge. This filtration system works with gravity, just like Mother Nature. It's great. You turn it over, take that wing nut that you removed previously, and just get that hand tight on the bottom of that ceramic disc. Tightening it up, give it a couple of twists, make sure it's all tightened up, and it's good to go. That's what it'll look like right there. Okay? After you've got that, you've got your washed cartridge, you've shaken it, you've run some water through there. No more dirt's coming out of the bottom. I say dirt, but I mean carbon. Twist that onto the bottom of your holding tank. There's threads on the top of that cartridge. They match up with the threads that are at the bottom of that holding tank. And you just easily twist it, hand tight, all the way up. Now you'll have a fully assembled water filtration system. Put this on the top of the holding tank there. And now you're ready to add water. Take your tap water, just dump it right in this top tank. This top tank holds about 1.5 gallons of water, and as gravity feeds down through the top of this tank, it flows through the disc, through your cartridge that has a lot of great stuff in there. 7 rare earth minerals. It's got organic coconut carbon fiber filter that's infused with colloidal silver. What all of these components do is they take ordinary tap water and they alkalize it, mineralize it, ionize it, and then those minerals also give the water antioxidant properties that's gauged by negative ORP. And that's real important to give you nice, healthy, great tasting drinking water out of your Velaqua. After you've filled this top tank with tap water, you can just put the lid back on and wait a little while, and the water will come through the bottom of that, and then put your glass up against the spigot. Enjoy a fresh glass of Velaqua. That's the assembly of your Velaqua water filtration system by Velaqua. Thanks and have a great day.